Originally, I was in a previous band with one of the members of the band called New Timbre, and when we brought on our drummer Evan, we wanted to change names. So I actually created like a list of names from a variety of different sources, like trying to take like some inspiration from how other bands got their names, like take it from somebody else's song lyric or something. And the one that got picked first round, so maybe just it was the one that kind of, I don't know, stuck. Doesn't have any crazy serious meaning behind it. I guess when I was putting it together, it could be construed as like as an artist, you always got to bring something to the table, and if nobody brought anything to the table, then you wouldn't have all the art songs that you really like. So we'll put ourselves out there and hope somebody else does as well.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's unique. It's cool. I like that you can also have the acronym, from. So
Mhm.
it's however you want to do it. It's cool. It's a different name. I dig it.
Was luck. I didn't plan on that.
Oh yeah. Well, that's how a lot of things, they just kind of happen, and not everything's planned, and some of the best things come out of that, come out of situations like that. So,
Mhm.
um, how'd you get into music?
Well, I got into music. I mean, my parents listened to music growing up, but kind of Beatles and kind of that older music that I got introduced to. But I didn't really take to listening to it on my own a ton. And then did kind of choir in school growing up. Um, but then what actually got me into kind of the music we make and like just rock in general was actually Guitar Hero. And then that kind of brought me down that whole path, and I learned a bunch of uh, kind of classic rock and up into the more recent music. So that kind of took me on that whole guitar driven uh, music spectrum.
Nice. So that's cool. So yeah, you were in choir in high school, and so how long have you been making music?
Uh, Making music, I think I started writing some songs that like never got finished, or I didn't play to anybody like sophomore year of high school, because I started playing guitar freshman year of high school. So that would be like 2009, 2010. Um, and then I didn't put it actually put out a song till I think sometime in like 2013, back in college. We put a few songs on SoundCloud. Um, so yeah, for a while, but it was a real bedroom musician.
Yeah, just a little project, just playing for fun and recording yourself, seeing, how you sound, and
Exactly.
just that's how you get into music, man. Get into making a band, and that's the
Trying to get your feet wet.
whole first steps in the process, dude. It's a lot of fun.
Hmm.
I miss doing that kind of shit. Like I just bought a synth, so like kind of like been playing around with that, and but now it's making me want to buy a drum machine to
Okay.
go with it. And then I'm like, well, I've got the bass and the amp, so I could,
Putting it
use
all
those two
together. Yeah.
together, use them all together, and start, producing my own little shit. So,
That's awesome. How long have you played synth?
well, so
Or
I just got this. I bought this shit on Black Friday, and so
oh, okay, so super
yeah,
recent.
yeah, it's super new, dude. I haven't even like I've just been messing around with it a couple times. And I'm still getting used to it and getting comfortable with it and stuff. And it's gonna be a little bit, but you know,
I mean, that's the exciting part, right? You're just kind of messing around.
yeah,
And
exactly, dude. And like there's a bunch of presets on it, and but it's fun. Like I've always been into kind of synthy music, and it's just like a new creative outlet for me, I guess.
for sure.
So I
Yeah,
mean,
any new instrument is definitely interesting. Uh, Kind of actually recently, I got a bass, so I've been playing a bass a little bit more, and that's different
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. That's
from my
cool.
usual. So that's been interesting to learn that. Kind of like you're picking up synth and kind of just playing around, see what noises you can make.
Right. Right. Totally. Totally. Um, but are you working on any new music? Like, what's you got any new albums or new projects coming out, or what's the band up to?
Yeah. So Evan and I have been uh, working on some new material. Um, we so over the summer we did a live stream for this nonprofit called Rock the Dream, and through them we won, or I should say, we were able to do a verse and chorus songwriting workshop with a producer, Lauren Israel.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
yeah, so it was interesting. We sent it, what we made to him. We kind of didn't have anything prepared because we weren't really writing new material at that time. So we just
Right.
kind of wrote something and sent it to him. And he didn't like the first thing we sent him, so we kind of redid it. Came out with a new idea, brought that to him, and then he liked that one, and then kind of sent us his take on it. And then that just kind of like spurred us on to keep creating. So um, we actually have put together 4 new tunes, and actually recorded some demos at Olmsted Collective Studios, with one of Evan's old college buddies who works there, which was cool. So something should be coming out in the near future. No specific dates yet, but definitely working on some things.
Cool. Yeah, that sounds good. What's the deal with Nick? I know he moved back to Kansas City. So is it just you and Evan just doing a little twofer for now, or is there any plan for the future?
Yeah, so it's kind of in a holding period. I mean, uh, Nick, our bassist, still like sends us song ideas. We're listening to that, and I know Evan's contributed some parts to those songs. But the songs we're working on here, we've just been kind of doing, me and Evan, because we're just around each other, and he's one of the only people that I've actually been hanging out with in the pandemic. So uh, I don't know what is kind of the go forward plan down the line, but these new songs have been just Evan and I putting them together.
That's cool. I'm excited to hear them whenever you guys end up dropping a new project. But it's super cool how you got to got a chance to meet with an engineer and have a whole workshop with that. That's a different way than just working in the studio or in the bedroom just jamming or working on whatever
Hmm.
music that you're writing, but it's different. So
Yeah,
it's
and we didn't even know that was a possibility when we did the live stream. We were just like, all right, well, it's an excuse to play music, and then they offered this to us, and we were like, all right, well, why not
cool.
jump at the chance?
Yeah, they liked what they heard and what they saw, and they're like, "Yo, let's get these guys in the studio and do a little workshop." So
Something like that.
yeah, that's cool. What's your production process like? How would you start to write a new song?
It kind of varies song by song. Usually, somebody will bring like a part. Um, one of the three of us would make like a guitar line, bass line, and then we have a Google Drive, and so we'll just upload you know little audio clips, and then somebody will take that and add something to it, and then it just kind of builds from there. So I feel like that's how a lot of the foundational stuff starts. Everybody kind of brings their own pieces, and then we put it together. Um, and then I feel like from that point, then I write the lyrics. I'm not one of those people who writes the lyrics before the song's done. I'm definitely after, once I kind of know what the flavor of the song is going to be, you know. Um, and then actually, I feel like once we're have everything together and we're kind of recording it, actually putting tracks down, that's when some other new uh, sonic elements can't get added in. Those, especially on the first record, were a lot of just kind of spur of the moment. You know, just ride like if we need another lead line or another rhythm guitar in the back, we'll just uh, kind of put in what sounds good and workshop it right on the spot. I mean, I feel like that's also where you can get a lot of good ideas. Actually, last Christmas I got a looper pedal for my guitar, and so I used to just like set my phone down and set it to record, and then like do like a maybe I put a riff that I thought sounded cool, but don't really have any place for it, and so they just be like kind of crappy recordings on my phone. But now I can just do it straight on the loop pedal, and it's good to like, you know, you can come back to it and be like, oh, okay, well, if I want to, where do I want to take this from there? If you
Yeah,
like it.
makes your life a lot easier than, you know, recording with the phone. That's cool. You got to do what you got to do, though. You know, like if you know whatever equipment you got, use what you got until you get better equipment. Like,
for sure.
So, but yeah, that's cool. What have you been doing during quarantine to stay busy?
You know, just work and, you know, trying to write songs, uh kind of beat the slump a little bit. We've done a few live streams, but you know, just also, you know, try to connect with people as much as you can, you know, reach out to people, because you know, you can't really see them in person, so gotta make the best of it.
Yeah, for sure. Have you learned anything new about yourself? You know, since there hasn't been live shows besides, you know, the live streams or whatever.
um well, I feel like I uh took a lot of good lessons from uh putting out our first record back in February, and then now kind of writing new songs and also having done that songwriting workshop. So I'm kind of like approaching these new tunes with kind of a different uh, attitude and um, different, you know, feelings on structure and how I want things to kind of like sound from start to finish. Um, so yeah, I think it's been a lot of time to just like kind of like sit here and just like play around on my guitar, which, you know, you don't have normally when you know, got commitments and got to go out, uh, you know, see people and go to work and all of those things.
Yeah, totally. I feel that. I feel like my bass has been in the case since we moved into the new place, and I'm like itching to get it out and, you know, just jam a little bit, just play around. So
Hmm.
I gotta do that. Maybe I'll do that sometime this week. I don't have to work again until the first, so
There you
got,
go.
got a couple days off.
Yeah, you got to take any like spare time you got, and when this feeling strikes you, it's so easy to just like kind of just lay around and just stare at the TV when, you know, you can't really go out and do things. So you just kind of, it's easy to fall in a rut. I've definitely done that a few times.
Right. I feel that. I totally feel that. Like, yeah. All right, I just got one more question. Um, where do you see yourself 2 years from now? You got any short-term goals or dreams or anything like that?
Um, I mean, definitely want to like keep putting out new songs, and then just uh I guess, you know, keep putting out new songs, kind of promote the music more. I've been kind of like keeping track of more like music websites, blogs, um, in this and the like to reach out to, and then also uh, we have an idea that we really want to play a outdoor music fest of some sort at some point. So first we have to get to a point where outdoor music festivals are capable of happening. But that's the 2 year goal at the moment.
Yeah, no, definitely. That sounds that sounds reachable and doable, and I definitely want to do something like that, sometime maybe this summer, next summer, maybe put together, my own little music festival, have a couple people play. Um, you
Yeah,
know,
because you were doing that, like, or talking about it beginning of last year, right?
yeah, like that I was in the middle of planning that. And then I had a venue set, and I had people committed, and then I couldn't get a date lined up for everybody that
Mm.
worked out. And so I was like kind of put it off to the side, because the promoter at the venue or whatever, I guess we were emailing back and forth, and I think after a while he was just like, all right, well, we'll come back to this once you have a date set in stone. And I
Mhm.
never ended up having a date set in stone, and then the pandemic hit, and
Yep, and then
now I'm
everything.
just like, well, now I guess I gotta do something outdoors. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, right?
um, but yeah, it's definitely in the works, and I'll you know I'll get to that at some point. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, you guys are definitely invited to play whenever I do get that all sorted out, and we'll talk more about that. But yeah, definitely something I want to do and look forward to. So
Yeah, that'd be great.
yeah.
Definitely into
'Cause I miss these live shows, dude. I miss live shows so
that.
bad.
Have you actually been to any of these, like, drive-in shows or anything? I haven't done any of that, but I know
No,
some people
I've just been doing the couch tours, man, and I haven't even done a couch tour lately. I don't even remember the last one I did. It's been a couple months, but I
have. Mhm.
think I watched Humphreys one night.
Okay.
um, Maybe I don't know. It was a couple months ago.
Yeah, I watched a bit of the Lollapalooza live stream, which
Oh
was
yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
Um, I wish it was more like live music than it was, but what can you do?
One of the guitarists from Mo is doing something tonight from his living room. I
Oh,
think.
word.
Yeah, I think it was like a $30, and all the money was going to the the crew, which like they haven't been working, so they need the
Right.
money. And I thought about maybe doing it tonight, but then I'm like, do I really want to spend the $30? I thought about it because it's going to the crew, it's going to a
A good
good
place. Yeah.
fun, good place. But then you text me like, hey, do you want to do this interview sometime this week? And I'm like, well, tonight is like the perfect time. Like,
Mhm.
so,
When
but
it
yeah,
falls
I'm
in.
just hopefully do another couch tour or live stream at some point, because those are fun. Even before the pandemic, dude, I always enjoyed that kind of shit because it's cheaper than actually going to the show.
Oh, yeah.
And you can enjoy it from the comfort of your own home, even though now with the pandemic, that's all we've been doing, is being in your home, or supposed to be. So
Yeah, and I think it's weird because I feel like, live streams before the pandemic all were, like, kinda different, had their own flavor because it was, like, different than the regular shows. But now I feel since we're all stuck inside, the live streams have literally just become shows,
right,
which people
right.
didn't get more creative with it, they got less creative with it, I feel, which is kinda interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like definitely the future of live music, especially if, we're not going to be able to be in large groups of crowds, or until that does happen, and bands are going to want to play, and people are going to want to watch music. And if they got to pay for it, hey, if they're doing a live stream, people are going to pay for that. So,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah. So, but it's definitely interesting to see what is happening with the industry. And I know there was some bill that got passed, I think, for
Yeah,
small
the
venues. I don't know much
mhm,
about it,
the
but
Save Our Stages, it was written into that bigger COVID relief bill that just passed, so that's good. that'll help out a lot of
Yeah,
local venues.
definitely some good push forward and some positivity for an industry that just really got shit on since all this has happened. So
Yeah, there's nothing you can really do as a music venue. You got
yeah.
your avenue, and you don't normally serve food really.
Yeah, I mean, especially if it's just a bar with a stage, you know,
Hmm.
like, so, but, we'll see what happens with that. And the bill will definitely help, and,
Hmm.
it'll be interesting. So,
That's the hope.
yep. But, that's all I got. Unless you got something else, you want to talk about, or anything you want to let anybody know.
No, not really. I guess just, we're gonna keep doing live streams, so just stay tuned. And there'll be new music eventually, but we'll let everybody know about that. So thanks for having me on. This was fun.
Yeah, dude. Thanks. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for jumping on, and we'll talk soon, man. So enjoy your new year, and yeah, take it easy. Stay safe.
Yeah, you too, for sure.
Peace.
See you, dude.
TheUrbanEarworm.com